Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing fantastically well. So today I want to take a quick look at making sure you've got a structured routine, building some great habits to really improve that performance as a trader. Now, one of the things that I've experienced over the past couple of months where I've been trying to transition back into full-time trading is finding the time, finding dedication, and I can see my own stats and my own results on a weekly review is my performance is decreasing because my structure and my routine hasn't been there. So I'm really implementing that again, making sure that the habits are drilled into myself as I go forward. And as we know, it takes about 3-4 weeks to build that routine, build that habit, and therefore see the performance and results coming through. Now, what a lot of people think is, as a trader, and this is slightly true, is you can trade anytime, anywhere, from any device. Now, yes, I totally agree with that statement, but also having that structure and a routine makes it much more advantageous and better for you. Yes, you can pick up your phone, scroll through the market, see what's actually moving any time, place a trade, but has the right thought process gone into that? Is it a good trade, etc.? So that's why I like to structure my days in a certain way to make sure they are great. And also to quick look at this article from Harvard University, they've got a quick 3 ways to do a morning ritual to boost your performance. These are very standard things which most people would go through on a daily basis, but being conscious of it makes it even more valuable and potentially more rewarding. Now, the other thing is, as traders come from all over the world, it's working out what your trading style is and how you can build that routine into your normal trading day. So let's say you're based out of Australia. Time zones are different if you want to trade the European sessions, but if you're able to trade late into the evening, you'll get the start of the UK sessions if you wanted to be a sort of intraday trader for a couple of hours. If you take the mainland Europe and probably most of Africa, who are on very much similar time zones, give or take a couple of hours, then you've got the opportunity to trade intraday across the entire sort of European and US sessions, which is fantastic. Now again, if you're working on a normal 9-to-5 job or even shift works, so the patterns are different, you can still work around that. For example, if you're able to trade just the last 2 hours of the US session if you want to do intraday, or you can build that routine in, so if you're an end of day swing trader, you can look at where the markets close, what the momentum has been for certain sectors or stocks or indices, etc., and find out some good either reversal patterns or some momentum swing trades to get onto to get a great return over a number of days or weeks. Again, if you're US based, again, getting up earlier in the mornings, depending on where you're actually based in the US, allows you to trade some of the early morning of the UK or throughout the midday sessions, getting ready for the start of the New York Stock Exchange Open and able to trade for the rest of those. Again, depending on time zones, you can also trade the end of those sessions as well, or even the start of the Asia sessions. So my morning routine is actually quite straightforward and quite simple. What I like to do is get up reasonably early before the UK sessions open, so let's say about 7:30. Get up, have a shower, have some breakfast, just get refreshed. Also do a quick sort of emotional check. How did I feel as I got out of bed in the morning? Is there anything left over from the previous evening that has sort of been playing my mind throughout the evening? Did I get a good night's sleep? If I'm not in the right frame of mind, then I won't start trading in the early mornings at sessions of the UK. Look how the sessions close throughout Asia. Has there been a continuation from, let's say, from the US session into Asia? Are they more moving in the same direction if you're looking for continuation and trend trades? Has there been any major news articles come out overnight that might have affected the Asia sessions? We're not looking at doing any in-depth reviews, just literally skimming through whether it's just some of the big articles like say Bloomberg or Reuters. If you're able to free articles from there, just see if anything moved any of the markets. Then we start looking at the news on Forex Factory. What are the high events of that day? Is there going to be anything significant that might actually have an impact on the markets? We know when non-farm payrolls come out, there's very little volume in the few hours leading up to that. Lots of volatility, and then it could go anywhere. So those are days where if I see those news articles coming out, I typically wouldn't want to be trading. I can just go off and do other things. Then I start looking at the instruments I want to trade, what am I actually interested in. So again, it's quite a small number, so looking at gold, FTSE, British pound, euro, and maybe some other currency pairs that might have been doing some few things. Just look at some key levels or indications where they might be hitting in that day on the charts that might be interesting. Draw some lines of support and resistance or some trends, set alerts, and I can then leave that for the rest of the day. Again, just check anything else that's going to happen throughout the day. And at that point, it's probably the start of the UK session for me. And at that point, I'll probably want to not trade because there's a lot of volatility coming in. And then I'll go outside, go for a walk, clear my head, just get ready for that volatility to die down, come back in, let's say half an hour, hour later, and let's start seeing, are the markets starting to continue in the way I want them to? Are my alerts being triggered? Is price actually starting to respect support and resistance or breaking out into new levels? And for me, it's not a massive rush to spend lots of trades each day. It's that routine, building into that. Again, having structure around getting out exercising, getting out for lunch or visiting friends, making sure that it's all part of the daily routine and that becomes part of your trading. And the more relaxed, less stressed we are, then actually the performance and the results will show. And I definitely believe that if you're able to structure this, write it down, stick to it over a number of weeks or a month, then definitely the performance will come to your own trading. You'll see much better results. So let me know in the comments if you agree with this, or what your routine is, how you're able to trade different time zones based on your work activities. And I'll catch you all again next video. Cheers!